We're in the midst of recruiting right now. We got some big dogs here. We winning, if you know what I mean. We are winning. Boulder, Colorado.
I'm just going to start the video by saying this. I'm extremely overwhelmed with the situation and all this crap that is currently going on with Colorado. There's just so much going on. It is to the point where if we don't make a video on this team every single day, it seems like we're way behind. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in tonight's video, I'm going to try to catch you up on what's going on. There's an array of things that we need to talk about, including there's this weird situation that's going on that Deion Sanders, former star running back at Jackson State, he's already at Colorado, but here's the thing. It hasn't been made announced, and it's not even been mentioned. So I find that situation odd alone itself. But then we also got to talk about how Deion Sanders has not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 4/5-star recruits currently visiting. That is a lot of 4- and 5-star recruits for Colorado's sake. And last but not least, there's this video clip that is also going viral that I'm going to show you guys. Of course, I think all of our Colorado videos are good and entertaining, but this one is going to be one of the most intriguing ones, to say the least. Trust me when I say this, you're going to want to see everything we talk about, and you're also going to want to see this video clip. We got a lot to go over, like I've said a couple of times. All right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now, without further ado. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. Another night, another prime time video. All right, now, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. I can't believe I almost forgot. I got to say it again just because I almost did. Another night, another prime time video. I got to show you this short 10, 15-second video of Javon Antonio just completely disrespecting this dude. Matt wrote a clip. Every time I watch it, it makes me laugh. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, and it's perfectly fine, I don't expect many of y'all to know, Javon Antonio is the transfer recruit from Northwestern State. So it's not like this was some big sought-after guy, but there's a feeling around this program that he can make an immediate impact, and I wouldn't be shocked. I've already talked about him a little bit, and weirdly enough, I said a couple weeks ago, he's a big and physical wide receiver. Why is that ironic? Well, because of this video clip right here. He proved my point. It doesn't get too much more physical than shoving a defensive back to the ground off the jump. Now, I'm not going to lie. I saw a lot of comments bring this up, like, oh, why would he even do that? Because when the games start, that's going to be called offensive pass interference. And yeah, it would be called offensive pass interference, probably 9 times out of 10. Also saw some people saying this is Bush League. Why would you even do this to your own teammate in practice? There's no point of doing this. And I understand where people are coming from. All I think this is it's Javon Antonio trying to assert his dominance and show these other players he's not here to mess around. I'm not saying you got to do this all the time, but sometimes in life, you got to be a little bit assertive and maybe slightly even disrespectful like this to show people you're not one to play around with. Hey man, I ain't gonna hold you. Your boy White Randy. I used to do the same thing in 7th period PE class. Now, for those of y'all who don't know White Randy, that was the nickname my peers gave me back in, like I said, 7th grade PE class. White Randy was short for White Randy Moss. I was a physical wide receiver myself back in the day, so I can relate to this. You got to assert yourself out there. You got to show these defensive backs they're smaller than you and they can't guard you. I remember one time I did exactly like this. I shoved one defensive back to the ground, and then I was running. I thought I was going to have a wide open pass, and then the safety started coming over, so it was like a jump ball. I go up there. I stick my left arm on his head. I jump up with my right arm. That's how I got the nickname White Randy Moss. I don't want to go too far into detail, but I embarrassed some boys back in my day. I got to find that video footage. I got it somewhere. Let me know if y'all want to see that. I did want to share that with y'all, though, because I thought it was funny. But moving along here to our second topic. I mean, it's all about Colorado, but really our second thing we're going to get into. You know the running back for Jackson State, right? Savon Wilkerson. Well, now it's being said he is a quote-unquote silent commit for Colorado. As you can see right here, this is a picture of Wilkerson. It has his practice jersey and name written right there. You see it. They caught this guy in 4K, and there's some more pictures being leaked around stating stuff like this. It's official. Wilkerson is a Colorado Buff silent commit. Well, here's my thing with all of this. Why are they trying to, I guess you could say, hide this, or why haven't they announced this? I have no idea. Maybe we'll talk more about that in the future, but it is worth mentioning last year he had over 1,100 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns. My point is, it's not like this is some random average Joe Schmo and that's why they're not talking about him enough. This is a really good and really solid running back. I don't care what conference you're playing in. 1,000-yard back with 9 touchdowns, yeah, that's good. I'm extremely curious. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. Do you think we should talk about the Wilkerson situation some more, or it is what it is? Just get a move on. And if you know anything about it, please fill us in the comment section. Why has Colorado and Deion Sanders not said anything about Wilkerson coming to Colorado? Very unique situation there, but finally, moving on to what I'm going to label as the main top of the main encore, and just the biggest thing out of all of this, check this out. This weekend, as to when you're watching this video, whether it be Saturday night, Sunday morning, Colorado has a ton of 4- and 5-star recruits on campus. I'm going to show you a brief list right here. 3-star quarterback Danny O'Neal, 4-star center Talon Chandler, 4-star athlete Aaron Butler. All three of those guys are already committed to Colorado. But then, here's the big ones. 4-star wide receiver Zakarl Lewis, I think I'm saying that correctly. 4-star defensive lineman Brandon Davis Swain. And last but not least, the biggest one out of them all, 5-star cornerback Charles Lester III. This is big time, man, and I've had this gut feeling for the past couple of weeks that Charles Lester will be going to Colorado. I've been following up with Charles Lester for a fairly long time now, really the past couple of months, and it's for this reason. He was a 5-star recruit that created a lot of confusion because he said he's narrowed his list down to 3 schools, which was Alabama, Florida State, and Georgia. But the weird part about it and the confusing part about it is, yeah, you see right here, hey, I've narrowed my options down to 3 schools, but he still had a visit set for Colorado, which is currently happening. So my question over a month ago was, why are you saying you narrowed your options down to 3 schools when you're visiting 4? That doesn't make sense to me. It was just a weird situation. I think you guys can infer that. I mean, if you're going to visit Colorado, you're not just going there to waste time. You're actually intrigued just a little bit. So from the jump, I've always felt like, yeah, Deion's going to flip this guy. Or not flip him, but he's going to land this kid. But regardless of the Charles Lester thing, I mean, take a look at this list. This is a big weekend for Colorado in general. Outside of Charles Lester, you got 2 other 4-star recruits on campus. And if you want to disagree with me and say, Matt, this ain't that big of a deal, well, Deion Sanders had to say this. Matt wrote a clip.
Hey, I just wanted to check in with y'all. We're in the midst of recruiting right now. We got some big dogs here. We winning. Lord, thank you for today. We winning, if you know what I mean. We are winning. Boulder, Colorado. I love you, baby, and thank you, Lord, for blessing us with this beautiful day. Look at this. This ain't no postcard. This ain't no postcard. Baby, this real. Read the shirt.
I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I got to go to Colorado, man. It just looks like a beautiful place to visit. If there's anybody up in Boulder, Colorado that wants to give me a tour guide or something like that, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. I'd love to go out there. Just a beautiful place. I mean, look at the landscape in this video, but locking in here, getting down to some football talk. I understand why Deion Sanders is smiling and so happy. He's got the best job in the world. He's in arguably one of the most beautiful places to live. He coaches college football for a living. It doesn't get too much better than this. This is the definition of living the dream. Check out this comment somebody left. You know you're doing things right when people have bad things to say about you, specifically when you've never interacted, impacted, or communicated with them, referring to Pat Narduzzi. If you don't know the Pat Narduzzi situation, we'll go watch some of the previous videos. Man, oh man, Colorado's got a ton of crap going on, but it's good crap. You know when you're busy in life, but it's a good type of busy, that's what it's like. How many of these guys on this list do you think Deion's going to land? I think they got a chance to land all of them. I'm very curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But, roll with it.